give you another tutorial today about how to fill out your food log. The food log is a document that you fill out and return and send back to us so that we can input your information into our tracker so that we can educate you on what foods that you already have liked or whatever you put on the food log, that we can analyze and help you see what would make good food choices that are going to reach your goals. If you want to stick with just using the foods that you normally eat on a regular basis, or if you need to add other foods in, we can show you that as well. So we're going to show you how to fill that out today, and we're not going to fill out the whole thing in front of you right now because it takes about 20 to 30 minutes, just to let you know. But I want to at least show you how to get going so that it'll be as smooth as possible transition for you. So first off, you need to log into your livestrong.com account. Now, the other video on the web page will instruct you how to create your own free livestrong.com account. So I highly recommend, obviously, viewing that video first on how to do that, set it up, and then go back in and fill out the forms with the account. So now we're in here. So we have this open, and let's also open up our food log tracker. I've already got it opened here on this page. This is what it looks like. Now, just a couple of heads up information for you. You're going to type in your food here. And what I want you to be able to type in is, if it's a specific place, you type in the name of the place or specific already prepared food in a box, in a bin, or whatever. You type in that brand of food in there. If it's not, if it's just like a homemade hamburger, that's fine. Just go ahead and type in hamburger or whatever that food item is, homemade sandwich, etc. You type it in there. Now I don't want you to type in what is in that product here. So like if you like an omelet sandwich in the morning, I don't want you to type in here 2 slices of bread, eggs, and some cheese. No, just type in egg omelet sandwich right here. And then the next section is you're going to type in how many of those you eat that meal. Typically this should be just one. But if there's more than one, then put more than one in there that you eat during the meal. And the more honest you are, the more accurate this is going to actually be and giving the best recommendations to meet your goals. Alright, so once we got that across, this is pretty self-explanatory. You just type in the grams of carbs, protein, fat, and fiber. These are a little bit different items here. These are dealing with the meals per day. So this column where it says number of food items, this means with the hamburger, how many other food items are you eating in that meal? And you could say, I eat like usually 2 other items. So you'd put 2 there. And if the next one is the size, is what portion is the hamburger? Is it the biggest thing? Is the main thing? If it's the main thing, you put large there. Or for L, the largest thing. If it's kind of like, no, it's kind of like the medium thing, then put an M on a typical meal. And if it's the only thing or the smallest thing, put an S. So here we'll put, since there's 2 though, we need to use, I guess it could be the smallest thing if there's like a huge watermelon. That's going to be there. That's bigger in calorie size in the hamburger, than you put that as a small. So most likely our hamburger is going to be the largest food item on that meal. And it basically is the largest food item that takes up most of the plate. But exceptions are like if you had a whole head of broccoli or a whole head of fruits and vegetables, that rule doesn't count. Don't count them as the largest item unless they're the only item. Okay? So the way we figure out the grams of protein, fat, and carbs is we go in here, we're going to type in hamburger. And I'll start giving you a list of everything. You can see like there's one person who built this one here, lettuce, tomatoes, and condiments. Hamburger with condiments, sandwich, and so on and so forth. If you don't find one that's close to what you know, then you need to create it down here. The way you do it is you create my meal here. You create on that, click there. And then you create a meal. What you do is you fill in a name. I'll just call it name here. And you start adding food. Hamburger, bun, let's do that, and cheese. Add. So once you have the two, you hit save. And this is just an example here. And now you have your favorite meal down here. So I've added the hamburger here. I just wanted to show you how that works. So once you have it, you're going to click on it and you're going to hit track. And whatever meal it's for, you can do that. What that does is it places up here in the meal section and it gives you carbs, fat, and protein down here, I guess, for that meal, for that food item. It also does it here, but the thing is it doesn't show fiber. So you have to put track, it posts up here, and then down here you can see how much grams of fiber are in there. Now if you have multiple items in here, this is going to tally up, so don't get confused if you do multiple items and then go down and say, oh, there's like 18 grams of fiber in my chocolate bar, when you have other items already posted here. This number is adding up all of them. So just make sure there's only one item up here to see what the fiber is. Once you get that one item, then hit delete, delete. So there are now no more items in here. And you can go on to the next food. Let's just hit track anyways, so it puts it back up there. It's now up there again, and now we have our 1 gram of fiber. So if we already go to the other page, a hamburger, we hit 1 carbs, 21, 30 grams of protein, 22 grams of fat. So we had 21, 30, 20, and 1 gram of fiber. Great, then you're done with that. Move on to the next one. Same thing. If it's a single item that doesn't cause to make a creation, or you don't have to create it, type it in here, find it. Let's see, power bar. Let's see, we ate a power bar. And yeah, that looks pretty close to what I had. Click it there. Oh, there it is. Go over and put those in for the next line. Servings, how much fiber, grams of protein and fat. Power bar, it was the only item I would eat, and then it's pretty small. If you only put one in here, it doesn't really matter what you put in this column, but if it were, it'd probably be the smallest item if it were eaten with other items, so just put small. But if you only eat it as one thing, make sure just to only put one here. I forgot to mention, I said that with a hamburger we eat 2 other things, so this is actually going to be 3 because there's going to be 3 items, a hamburger, and 2 other things in that meal. So I apologize for that. So once you go through, just go ahead and fill in the best you can. Like I said, the more you fill out, the more options we have to choose from for you for the things that you already like, to plan out a good meal plan for you. Obviously, there's not as much. There's some items that we already have that we can throw in there and other options that we can create to help you with determining what things you should be eating to help you with your weight loss goal or weight image goal. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. If you go to my website at riverviewchirocare.com, phone number's right there. You can also find these tutorials on My Future Image here. Well, they'll be showing up down here when they're actually there. Thanks again. Look forward to your first appointment and helping you out with your weight image goal adventure.